Hey everyone, it's Brian from WorkshopAddict.com. Today we're going to take a look at Milwaukee's new M18 Fuel 1-key 3/4 inch high torque impact wrench kit with the friction ring. This is model number 2864-22. Comes with the case, 2 batteries, a charger, and the impact wrench. The first question I had with this tool was, is this just the 1/2 inch version with a 3/4 inch anvil on it? And when you look at the front, you can tell that there is a difference between the heads on these, and they haven't just slapped a 3/4 inch anvil on it. Now when you get into the insides, that's yet to be seen what they've changed, but they have upped the power rating on this 3/4 inch to 1,500 foot-pounds nut busting. That's going to be 1,200 foot-pounds fastening. Now we did a lot of testing with this to try to figure out exactly where we're going to land, and that got pretty interesting. But first, let's go through some quick specs. Since this is a 1-key model, you have 4 modes, and you have the ability to adjust those 4 modes and a lot of other things that you can do with the app, and we'll get into that later. You have a 0 to 1,800 RPM, a 0 to 2,400 IPM. It's about 8.6 inches long front to back. It's interesting when you put the 1/2 inch on top of it and look at them. They are slightly different sizes, but the 3/4 inch could be slightly smaller because of how far the socket goes into the anvil. The unit weighs 7.9 pounds without a battery, so it is not heavy, but it is heavy. So it's one of those tools that's right in between. This is a nice size tool to carry with you while you're out on the job site or while you're running in a truck where you might be working away from your shop, something that you can really use to do service to a large semi-truck or anything really big on the road. So when you hear 1,500 foot-pounds, you think, man, I have the power to take care of anything. And one of those anything items that slips into your head and gives you the power that, hey, I can take care of this, is something like a scraper on a skid steer. This is a 10-year-old skid steer with a scraper that's never been removed. It's been beat up with rocks. We cut these things off. You don't ever try to remove the bolt, but 1,500 foot-pounds, let's give it a try. These are like a carriage bolt. They have a square peg in the bottom, so we don't have to have a wrench in the bottom. Put this on, give her a go, and we tried multiple ones. You can't even move them. Should that surprise anyone? Not a bit. Again, those are usually heated up till they're cherry red, either then taken off where you're just screwing the bolt up. Nothing is reusable. They're just hard to explain how bad a shape they're in, but either way, not a surprise, but we gave it hell, okay? We moved on to the back of I think it's a D7 cat dozer. Basically just wanted to remove some bolts, check it out. No issue with an 1.5 inch socket on it, removing the rear hitch. Not a surprise, that's not going to be a super high torque bolt, but it is larger, so you're going to be in the couple hundred foot-pounds. But the real thing that we want to know with this is, can you take off semi-truck lug nuts? So we went outside, pulled up one of the trains, and started to remove one of the wheels. This thing just shines. At that point in time, you can get right in there. You can take these out. Now these have not been removed in almost a year, so you can see some of the rust falling. The gun does not hesitate a bit. Pulls everything out just like it should. No issue. So if you want to use this while you're on the road, I think that's perfect. You could use it in the shop if you have 1 or 2 of them to do. If you're going to go through and change 18, or if you're going to work on a train and change 42 or 44 wheels, you're really not going to probably pull this out because you're going to go through some battery. In the time of us testing the few things that I'm talking about, we went through a 1/2 of a battery on a 5.0 amp hour battery. So you're going to go through multiple batteries doing it. Maybe some people will like that because of the freedom, but at the same point in time, I think that you could go farther with some pneumatics, maybe a little bit faster, run around the shop when you're dealing with a large amount. But you can't beat the portability of this and being able to know for sure that you don't have to take off a wheel with a breaker bar and a small impact wrench while you're on the road, and you have this guy to stand behind you and help you get the job done fast so you can keep making money, is priceless. So this unit worked awesome. We put the lug nuts back on. The place that we were at is our buddy's excavation company. They take and put all their lug nuts on with a 3/4 drive pneumatic wrench. So we put the lug nuts on with this. just let it hammer them in. That's what they normally do. We then came back with their 3/4 inch gun and did the same thing. Can we move these any further? Can we tighten them? And we couldn't. Not a one moved a bit. Came back with a torque wrench, made sure every one of them was at 650 foot-pounds, and it was. So I'm going to come back to the 1,200 foot-pounds of fastening torque. It didn't do 1,200 foot-pounds of fastening torque on those large lug nuts on a semi. It probably did, it did over 650. Again, we just made sure we got to 650. I can't tell you where we're at, but I question if we doubled that. It's going to matter on the fasteners. And that's one thing that I didn't see in the Onekey app that I kind of expected. When you go back to the 1/2 inch model, they have a lug setting in here where you have from 80 to 130 foot-pounds, and I think you have a higher one that's 140 to 210 foot-pounds. So you could choose one of those lug settings. There isn't that option yet. It's software, so it can be changed at any point in this one. So let's dive into the Onekey and just show you what it has. So we have both the 1/2 and 3/4 inch impact wrenches in front of us. We'll go through them both, show you a little bit of the differences. We will connect to the tool, get this guy into that mode so we can get into our tool controls. Factory settings on this, setting 1 is a slower RPM. Yes. Setting 2 is a faster RPM. Setting 3 is full control, and we have setting 4 customized ourselves. We did a custom torque control on this one, which we set to 1/2. And basically, if you want to set your torque control on this, you have from 1 to 20. And you basically have to go through, figure out where your torque's going to land with the fastener that you're using and where you want this set. So I would name this whatever you're using it for. If it's going to be a specific semi-truck lug that you've set, hey, I need this at 400 foot-pounds and it's going to turn off there, that's what I would use this to set to. You cannot choose a foot-pound setting. You can't choose a range. This is basically it. You can do a bolt removal, which this will slow your bolt removing speed down to 300 RPMs, and you can adjust that stuff up and down, whatever you'd like. Personally, I don't use that. And then your more options are going to be your trigger ramp up speed and your work light duration, and if you want the brightness of the work light to be on. The work light down here is awesome and it's in a great place. So that's pretty much the drive control that you have, and there isn't much else to it, which is nice. It's very simple. So you can set this up to what you'd like. Now if we back up and we go back to the 1/2 inch model, we can tell that this 1/2 inch model has a custom torque control, which is the same, but we can get into a lug nut control here where it's 80 to 130 foot-pounds or 130 to 180. And you can do a bunch of different options inside here that just gives you some more stuff for smaller lugs. You don't have that for the larger lugs on this 3/4 inch or even small ones. It would be nice to have, but it's something that Milwaukee has not put in yet. So nice part about software is you can always change it. You can always add more, and you can always update it. So whether or not Onekey is important to you or not, the different drive controls on the bottom that are customizable might be worth it in the beginning just to go in, set them up how you'd like so you have different control over this tool. Now beyond control over the tool, the tracking is what I think is going to be important on a tool like this, because most likely this one is going to be in a service truck or it's going to be leaving the shop often to get larger jobs done, and you don't want this tool walking away, and you might want to know where it's at more often than not. So that's also another great option that you have with these tools. So however you like this Onekey or don't, I think everyone can see that there is some options for them, even if it's just the different drive controls. Now this tool definitely impressed us. It would be interesting to really go out and try to break some different bolts, which we're going to do some testing in the future as to how or at what point different bolts will actually break. So we're going to get in with this one and bring the 1/2 inch into it, kind of compare them up a little bit, compare adapters, how much we might lose to that, get into some interesting information. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a like on this video. We have a lot of giveaways going on, so you can also follow us on social media for some updates on those. We always thank you for your time. Have a great day.